Hello everyone, I'm Monkey Feathers and welcome to my channel. If you guys are new, welcome for the first time, and as always if you're returning, welcome back. So we get to go into Tilda's mindscape.
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world.
I almost feel like I might know her, like the voice actress, but
to hear your impressions.
Why can't I examine those? Why do I have to only examine the ones that are up front? What if I really cared about art and wanted to know everything about everything that was in here? You're ruining my experience. You're ruining my... I can't think of it. My artistic experience, that's the only thing that's coming to my mind.
There you are. Feeling better?
I feel like I know this actress. I feel like I say that with every single person who voices something, but...
What did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out.
Okay, but that...
Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
You only got me out? You didn't, like, get Hephaestus out? And, you know, perhaps Varl's body? Unless Varl's actually alive, which, meh, it's 50-50.
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta. In the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
Oh man,
You shot off.
she's gonna bug me because I know. I believe I know her voice.
So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Love.
Simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to.
You had to, did
In
you?
order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity.
You were in love with her.
All this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
even if it means stopping your friends.
Especially so. Please, sit down.
Well, at least I got a superpowered charged individual on my side for the moment. Let's break bread.
That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and GAIA.
Oh, I swear I know her, and every time she speaks, it's gonna bug me.
The Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications
bug me.
that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet.
Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out who you are because
Calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream.
yes,
Beta
okay.
There's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship.
Carrie Ann Moss. I'm like, I knew that I knew this voice actress. I knew it. She had a type of, like, persona to her.
We could do everything.
Carrie Ann
on this
Moss,
planet.
thank you.
Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them.
Okay, thank you. I'm not stupid. I knew who this was. I just couldn't pin a face.
Ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
From what I've seen,
We're good.
your friends are
We're okay.
invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control.
I like how it's when and not if.
Machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about.
Of course you only... Of course somehow, in some way, you're the only one who knows about it. Isn't that convenient?
We'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
Okay, so let's start with questions.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and
Dramatic.
Eris were dead and gave up
More
the
like
hunt.
severe survival.
When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful.
I was gonna say, that sounds generous.
Like.
Very convenient generosity of saving me because you flashed through my memories.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
Start with your life on Earth 1,000 years ago.
Terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we?
In many ways, I
An
guess.
outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days.
Okay, but then where'd your real fortune
As it
come
turned
from
out,
then?
The software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence.
Okay.
From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
She was the best of them.
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to
She's
remain
Trinity!
anonymous, of course.
Of course she's a spy. She can infiltrate the best of them.
Despite that anonymity,
She is
Far Zenith inevitably
part of
saw
being the one. Okay.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that
So if
I
I'm not,
realized
here's like
that
something that's interesting. If
they
I'm not in a
only wanted to
mindscape
bequeath this
and like
gift to the
I'm
rich.
really here, Where'd she get the
Time we
food?
Finally figured it out. The walls.
Did she just like go to some village and just steal it?
So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a birth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
A much better outcome, perhaps.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly.
There's always like a rotten apple in the family tree.
I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
That's like an interesting idea. If you live for so long, do you eventually lose your humanity because you've seen so much that you just become numb to it all?
A better future for
No longer having such like contrasting emotions.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine.
Well,
He
but
always
you
viewed me
also
with
kind
suspicion
of
when I
helped.
attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So I guess this is a data channel. It's not real.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her
Your
more harm than
meetings.
She felt like you tossed her aside.
Yeah, I was gonna say your meeting
afraid
cutoff
she'd find out
did more
the
harm than good.
good. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Do you like look at her as like a daughter or something? Is that what
Why
we're
did you make the data
figuring
channel
out?
look like this place?
like? You loved Elizabeth
I
Sobek,
built
and so you
this
look at
house
Beta
as a
like
shelter to weather
a
any
daughter or
storm.
something.
A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but
Yeah, see, that's
I'll
why
never
I'm truly
regret
curious
sharing
to
this house with
wonder how
her.
much
She needed its
in
shelter
this
even more than I did.
data channel is actually real.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed.
Because like, is the food real? Is the drinking, like whatever in
It's
that
true.
in that
After we
teapot
reached our
thing
destination, a
real?
planet in the Sirius star system,
Are the paintings real?
we spent decades building.
Or
a
is
new
it just
home.
kind of like
The
an
physical constraints of
hallucination?
Earth, the boundaries of mortality gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event.
An earthquake.
We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Right.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard.
It truly
He
is
believes it's
like an
better
interesting
to wipe the
idea
canvas clean than walk
if,
around
like,
smudges.
the cataclysmic
No more primitive
event
tribes, no more combat machines,
is it
only a
something that was actually
blank
caused by the
slate to
people
do
on the
with as it
planet.
pleases.
Like, they mined too
Stop.
far down or something, and then that's
All
what
we
caused
have to do
problems.
is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place
So
where
simple.
Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us.
I actually wonder if Silence already knows about that.
Beta and Gaia.
Exit, that entrance, whatever you want to call it. I wonder if he already knows about it.
Once
And
we're
that's
inside
why
the
he's like
base,
throwing an army at the front to sneak in the back.
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
See, remember how I was talking about potentially using Apollo to merge in with the other functions?
How do you know about
How are people going to respond to years and years of knowledge, as well as
You
like
hacked his
understanding
sons?
the true
No, he's too careful for that.
creation of these people?
Not so much. He gave additional.
How are
focuses
people going to
drive
respond
us
to
forward.
effectively
Science.
being woken up from the Matrix by Trinity herself?
By tapping
Sorry.
his focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Maybe. Except, we're all assuming that people only have one plan. But I feel like people have 5
What does she have
backup
to gain by attacking
plans.
Zenith?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hikaru.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle.
She might be able
And all
to.
without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right.
Are we underestimating Silence in this
Hundreds of
moment?
Tanakh, they're cut down outside. So you knew.
Because we're underestimating Silence in thinking that he doesn't have his 5 backup plans.
Liz was
My lover.
everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
You'd think that we're in
So
such
you
good
don't consider she was
terms
What?
and friendly
Distant?
allies that she might let her shield down around
Not
me.
aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning. a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
Man,
To care about life.
talking about a world of AI. We need to not be talking about a world of AI.
Revolutionary stuff.
AI is becoming too much of a problem
I
now.
was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
Yes. Okay, so your approach, let's go. Your
So how'd you
approach to your
finally
lover.
approach Elizabeth after her talk.
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Her
You're
answer
speaking
made me
like
realize
someone
it
who
wasn't.
is, talking about a
She was very
crush.
welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted.
Mm.
It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship.
Yes.
She
Friendship.
always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling.
Well, that's it. I don't get to learn about your secret tryst together.
First Faro. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
Is there, though?
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper.
Okay, what's the deeper?
Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Isn't this the data channel?
Impossible.
Are we
might
in
be
the data
detected.
channel?
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
Ooh, stare down. She's being told shit.
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Okay, so how do we get access to her?
Can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra protection for long.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Super secret whispers that even I can't hear.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time.
Yeah, super secret whispers that I can't even hear.
As long as I
Secret secrets!
coming from
Secret secrets! Tell no
or
one!
anything.
Secret secrets are no fun.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Sylens' army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister.
That's a weird way to look at it.
Will be Sylens' only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use
Oh, I guess
the
Varro maybe
Gaia
is
gave me
truly
Gemini
gone.
to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakth. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise.
Dropping what looks like a scorpion on them.
So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Sylens to the table.
To my
Not if.
base.
When?
I'm just about to have friendly allies all up in my secret base.
Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's
Oh wait, you're still talking.
your voice, Aloy.
Okay, we're done talking. Okay, so now let's go back to the base.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Oh, thanks, Tilda.
I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering.
That's good
I
too.
sent
How do you
data
know
on
more
the
about my
Horus energy
base?
cells you can use against
Because it's all about
Regala's
that
forces.
base.
Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Okay. No. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that.
So begins the plan.
So,
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Eric...
the Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well,
Careful, Zoe.
at least we didn't lose you too.
I'm like,
So what do
we
do now?
unfortunately at this
going
moment
to
don't
defeat
have the
Zeniths
option of choosing our
And
allies.
get Beta and Gaia back. But first, we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
We gotta fly.
Strike true.
Fly, you fools! Or fly this fool,
The
because
rest of you?
let's be honest.
Whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Scandalous? Hopefully not too
Even when
scandalous.
things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
Yes.
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
Yes, where is... Okay. I needed to know where she was at. Where are you? Where are you? This is where you've laid him to rest? It's a terrible resting place.
Over here, Aloy.
It's actually not a terrible resting place.
We would come out here to tend to the garden.
I wonder if she's pregnant.
Sometimes I needed fresh air.
It's like one of those,
Other
I guess,
times
tropes
we
to
would
always imagine is
simply sit
someone dies in the
and watch
relationship,
the sunrise.
and then the one who's left
So when we
usually ends
returned
up
from
like
Gemini-
pregnant with a child or something.
It seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and...
I just realized I'm gonna have like a really awkward conversation with his mother.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Bala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Bala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds.
I wonder how these plants are growing when it's very cold outside, snowing.
Roots rot in snow. Still the sea rises as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us.
She's pregnant.
I'm with child, Aloy.
Yeah.
I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms
Yeah.
and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Yeah, kind of suspected that she was going to be with child.
Goodbye, Faro. I promise to look after them.
I can sit with Varl like I sat with Rost. That's actually an interesting idea.
But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear.
Right.
Then I'll use it on a sunwing and get ready for an entrance where Golly will never forget.
I can just craft that right now? Can I just craft that right now? I'm not gonna need like special parts to do that?
I'm gonna clean my gear later. I could do yours if you want.
Oh man, that is quite like a form of grief where you have to keep yourself busy to basically not think. Cool, that's crafted now.
Now to find a sunwing.
Yeah, now.
I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain.
Right. Okay, I'm calling it on this. Unfortunately, we've lost a companion, but we've potentially gained another. Curious to see where this will now go, but we'll start seeing that in the next episode. So until then, I'll see you guys later.